Welcome to the Painting Platypus Palooza. Welcome to the Painting Platypus Palooza. Yeah. Welcome to the Painting Platypus Palooza. This month on the channel, over 20 of us have split into buddies with the challenge of painting something that will pair with our partner's army. Then we're going to post them across the world. And today, we're going to capture some of the laughs along the way. Thank you to Greytide Studios, whose amazing team caught wind of the festivities and wanted to be involved. A little more on them later, but first, let's check out some of our pairings and I'll show you what I'll be painting up as well.
Hey everyone, Jesse, your errant role model here. I was paired with Will, who's an amazing Raven Guard painter. So I had two really big challenges when it came into this. One, painting black, and two, filming in landscape.
And Jesse collects Imperial fists, so Will has the unfortunate task of trying to recreate that amazing yellow. He's picked out a captain in Gravis armour and is converting him to have dual power fists, and he's opened the account by priming the model in black. I don't envy you, Will. Good luck.
Now, Tim has an amazing Dark Angels army. Absolutely love how he's painted his miniatures and the glowing green he uses. So I try to replicate that here in what I've painted. I've used the captain from the fairly new Space Marine Company Heroes box and added some small trinkets to try and match Tim's army.
And Black Sword has his own custom chapter of Space Marines that Tim is tasked with replicating. These are beautifully painted, and Tim was up for the challenge because in the lead up to this competition, he was calling out Black Sword as his desired matchup. Talk a big game, Tim, and you'd want to deliver. I'm just saying.
I've been tasked with painting for Bare Necessities. He does Raven Guard, and my main goal is to try to replicate some of this swagger that he's got going on.
Puff, your offsider Bare Necessities is going to take a run at your Black Templars. Wait a second, you both paint Black Power armor, and I've paired you up? It's almost like I knew what I was doing. Now you two might both be confident with painting black armor, but I'm not, so I found a way to challenge myself this month. Let's meet my partner.
Most people watching the channel will hopefully know who I am, but who are you?
So I'm Pantsless Thunder, also known as Dave. You were small, but you definitely weren't nearly as big as you are now in terms of like your YouTube presence.
I feel like I'm still very small. I don't think anyone knows me still.
But I've got a nice little lieutenant with combi rifle from the Leviathan box.
Which is going to be an amazing model because I don't have that and I need to add some infantry so he can be a perfect leader for one of my squads. And I'm hyped because you collect Legion of the and this is an awesome opportunity for me because I love the way you paint your models and the way that you have to just like custom bits and things added to them to give them a whole lot more character. So I'm going to take a run at painting for you. And I'm really excited to paint Legion of the Dead, but I'm also terrified because it's like black armor, which I want to look really neat, but then it's the OSL glowing flames and things going on. And I'm going to have to try and be patient with it because I just see myself just, I don't know. I've never painted anything like this before, so it's going to be fun.
How far into this video are we? And we haven't even put brush to model yet. All right, I better get started. But I'm going to introduce you to a couple more pairings as we go, and we'll check out their works in progress alongside mine. I don't think I can paint Dave a Legion of the Damned model and not include custom bits. A regular Marine painted black with some flame stripes on the legs is radical, no doubt, but it's not the same level of thematic immersion we want if it's a cool gift for someone else. So I've started with an Assault Intercessor to give me a dynamic pose for his to be charging in with a close combat weapon. Oh yeah, on that, this is where I was hunting around online for some custom parts that I could add to the model to make it more interesting and to stand out. Over at Greytide Studios, I came across their Cursed Company bits, which are designed as a creative option for you to add into your favourite game systems. I've picked out some alternate sculpts that could be used to give my Marine here a flaming skull, a flaming sword, flaming shoulders, well you get the point, flames. Oh my god, finally, here's an excuse to break out that expensive Visual Flames effects pack that I bought for editing. Give me a second, hold on. All right, here we go. This Legion is an army of vengeance and of flames. I want my money back. I'm in a bad mood now. Cut to one of the others.
Bruce Hollywood here. If you look at this mini, it's all about the straight lines, about those sort of sharp edges, those perspectives where the sniper is aiming. So I'm going to spend an inordinate amount of effort trying to drill this barrel as center and as dead on as I can get it. I have never, ever, ever drilled a barrel as perfectly center as this. So I'm proud of that, I have to say. Off to a good start with this model anyway.
Primed black, and I'm getting into the airbrushing. Today won't be a step-by-step painting guide for two reasons. The first being that if all the time is spent on me, then I'm taking away a lot of the spotlight from our other painters. And the second is that I'm going to be drawing inspiration and guidance from the methods used by Elminiaturista, who is easily one of my favourite artists. His painting guides are available through his Patreon, so it wouldn't be appropriate of me to showcase the techniques here. If you would like them though, there'll be details in the video description for you to jump across and see the full painting guides there. Neil is painting for Bruce, and he's gone with the reverse look of having the heat inside the armour and trying to escape. Yeah, I see where this is going. I love it.
Hi, I'm Hammer. Enough about me, I'm going to paint our friend Tiny here, a Emperor's Champion that he can also double as an Ancient. To achieve this, we'll buy an Emperor's Champion, cut it out, glue it together, and then get one of our friends to print out a 3D printed part for us, specifically this banner. Once it's base coated, we'll use our airbrush to put some white on that banner. We're doing this because it'll make painting yellow easier later down the track. And we're painting it yellow as a nod to the fact that Tiny also plays Imperial Fists.
Ah, and here is the pairing of two brilliant painters that I'm hyped to show off.
I was really excited when you paired me with Arjak, as I've always admired his Sons of Medusa and the super punchy green he got, and I was hoping I could replicate it, and that gave me an excuse to.
And his buddy Arjak has green armour as well, but instead in a salamander's flavour, and he's well underway. Good luck, gents. Over to some more kitbashing, which is being performed as Sam is crafting a master of execution for Grumfather's Red Corsairs. Are you kidding me? This is brilliant. This is a build of a chaplain, but with a chain axe and extra chaotic add-ins as it forms this heretical recipe. As the paint is going down, I know that this is going to be a standout at the end. I love being behind the scenes and having the inside scoop because I can see that Grumfather has picked out a tech marine for Sam's Radiant Disciples chapter. The sculpted Doc Ock look additions are perfect. I don't think I've ever spent this much time painting an OSL effect before, but I'm really enjoying it. In these videos, I'm often painting large models or a whole squad of minis, so being able to scale it back and focus all of my efforts into one single model, giving it my all for someone else, is great. Will and Austin are two of the loudest characters in our Discord, so they were always getting paired up. Will is overtly our first character to break the rules here, and instead of painting one model, yep, that's looking like a squad of 10.
We're supposed to do one Space Marine for our partner. If I do 10...
Damn it, Will, this is why you can't be trusted. Well, perhaps you'd like some flames? Lucky for you though, I get the feeling that some of the others are going to cheat as well, and maybe even take the heat off of you. God damn it, Tim, what is that? Are you making a Tim is making a diorama, everyone. Shut it down. Shut it down. Meanwhile, playing by the rules are Mini painting Papa with his Iron Snakes model for Vidar, and Vidar working on a custom Space Wolf to journey in the opposite direction. Thank you, gentlemen. Bruce, last time I saw you were losing your mind. Have things improved?
And something else that's difficult not to notice on this sculpt is the beautiful bulging muscles. And definitely the bulging muscles. The sculpt is really nice. It's very detailed. That body glove that assassin is wearing, well, very Ned Flanders, if you ask me.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Can we get someone more professional in here?
Once I was happy with the black armour, I jumped into the other details. And this is where I kind of got carried away and forgot to record. Looks like a YouTube channel safe for now, Mike. With that being said, here's some footage of me pretending to finish the painting.
Reflections of flames, highlights on other areas caused by flames. Did I mention flames? Flames! Finally. Oh, and our last pairing is GMO and Nuclear Eagle. Nuclear has an MO of slapping jetpacks on everything, so GMO was always going to honour that, so I'm not surprised, but I am still excited to see a jetpack conversion underway on this marine. Pantless had better be painting me an awesome looking blood angel. Where's he at? Oh snap! Man, I love blood angels. And these are looking fantastic. Why am I over here making painting videos when I can try my hand at smooth talking all of these talented hobbyists into painting models for me and filming content for me? Oh my God, it's taken me 3 years, but I've finally unlocked the ultimate content creation business model. Well, until I can implement that new strategy full time, let's give this model a base. He will be out of place walking through a grassy meadow or a vat of custard, so surely a volcanic world void of any life is where we will find him marching into battle. My approach is for a couple of layers of cork, and then I tear up the edges with a tool, or my little rat claws here. Similar to the Marine's armour, I want to capture the contrast from the dark black to some bright flames that will be buried within the earth, hopefully giving us a sense of intense heat that is coming from the planet's surface. In a second, we are going to take a look at each of the pairing's finished models. But first, there's been a lot of demand and hype already to bring this challenge back another month, so if you'd like to come and be a part of it, there is a link in the video description to our channel Discord. Come say hi. And thank you so much to each of these channel Patreon members who are financially supporting the channel, which means that monthly painting challenges like this one are possible. And a special shout out to you, Joe, who apparently thinks that our Patreon is so nice that he subscribed twice. Joe, that is a terrible financial decision, but we here at Badger Corps appreciate you. And thank you to Greytide Studio. An exciting bonus from them is that now in the Discord, we are going to spin a wheel and one of this month's entrants will get to select an STL pack from Greytide Studios, such as the Crimson Lords, Primal Hounds, or Eternal Pilgrims. These are an amazing way to customize your minis and inject some thematic action into your army. With that being said though, let's jump across and check out each of the pairing's finished results. Tim took the idea of painting only one model, wrote it down, scrunched up the paper, and then used the paper as part of the mold to create this incredible diorama. It's cheating, Tim, but it's so good that obviously we have to allow it. So much effort has gone into kit bashing and 3D sculpting the unique Black Sword iconography. Mate, I love it.
Tim, I had an absolute awesome time painting this guy up for you, and I hope he arrives safely to you over in the US. See you, mate.
Jesse's Raven Guard for Will is outstanding and makes me realise that I'll need these guys to teach me how to paint black next. And Will, snap! You've absolutely nailed painting Jesse's Imperial Fists, and you've added your own style with the inclusion of the battle damage. I love it. Oh, I need to know how the sexy assassin turned out. No way. Get out. Ah. Hold up. That background and frame? Damn it! You painted a sweet background and framed the model as well. This looks amazing. People, Bruce also streams over here on Twitch, so if you need to leave me for him, I get it. I'm not even mad at this point. And Neil, like me, was painting a Legion of the Damned model, and it blows my mind that without even colluding, we both went for Greytide's Cursed Company parts and used them to make such a similar looking model. Yours is such a grimdark, scorched painting effect. You'll see mine soon, but yours, it just has such heat to it. Like mine looks like it's politely caught on fire, compared to yours, which screams that it's been ablaze for 100 years. Amazing, mate.
I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I loved this experiment.
Joe, you nailed it. I set you one of the toughest challenges with replicating Arjak's Sons of Medusas, and I'm so glad I paired you both up. What? Arjak got snacks? Damn. And get this, here's how Arjak has painted your salamanders. That right there is such a fantastic model. There's so much character. That armour, get out of here. Checking back in with Puff, and he spoiled Bear as well with a handful of fantastic models. And what? A box of snacks, 3D printed parts, and a sweet note. I love that. But can Bear match your enthuse? You guys are the worst. You were all there when we agreed to one model each. You've all made me look cheap. Or maybe I've made myself look cheap, I don't know. But what I do know is that these Templars are gorgeous. The armor, the weapons, the cloth, the lenses, all of it, brilliant. Eat me. Now take a look at these. These are the models that Sam and Grumfather have painted for one another. That red Corsairs model, the conversion alone is brilliant, but then add in that paint job with the contrast from the grimdark colors all the way to that vibrant pink that ties to the base. Oh, and then paired with the Doc Ock Tech Marine conversion. We have to run this back in another month or two. For this alone, I managed one average model a fortnight to show off, but instead we can showcase 20 in one hit to fuel everyone's inspiration through this video. Again, I love it. A big thank you to each of the channel's Discord members that took part in the Painting Platypus Palooza program for painters. The theme this time has been Space Marine models, however we can open the gates next time to be anything, or perhaps you have an idea for a great theme for us to tackle. Maybe fantasy, or Xenos, or something completely different. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And whilst you type away, here is the fantastic Lieutenant in Phobos armor that Dave has painted for me. And now, it is time to check out the Legion of the Damned Space Marine that I've painted for Dave. Dave, your model is on the way, and it's accompanied by some delicious snacks and some channel supplies as my way of saying thank you to you for pairing up with me on this adventure. And to everyone else who's made it this far through the video, thank you so much, and it's because you are amazing. If you're looking for ways to further support the channel, there's a few big ticket ways you can do it. Number one is the channel Patreon if money is burning a hole in your pocket. We also have the Discord community where you can come and hang out and share your hobby experiences. And if nothing else, you can kick back in your hobby time while you're painting and watch these videos. Thanks again, and now I have more painting to do, so get out of here. Please.
Legend speaks of